Hi there guys, this is Farmer Bob. Trust you're well, man. Great to be back guys with another video. And yeah, I've been having a lot of support questions on the multi-fruit pack, and there is really quite a bit of issues with that because of all the directory problems. Now I've been racking my brain to try and figure out a way how to accommodate all the different directories, because you get directories that are straight with where the I3D of the map is straight in the main directory, or the first directory level, if you would say it that way. And then you get others that are maps, and then the I3D and other maps, map Alpine, and other ones map US. So there's so many different directories, and this makes it very difficult to release a add-on like I have. And it makes it difficult on you guys, because you have to now go and edit that every time, you know. And yeah, I've actually came up with a brilliant way to make it so easy to put the multi-fruit on. And I'm going to take you through the process today to show you how to actually make it simple and easy, you know. All right, so let's sit back and relax and grab your favorite drink. And I've already just made myself a nice cup of coffee, so I'm going to jump in and yeah, just go through the whole process with you. It's going to be quick, guys. You won't believe how quick it is doing it this way than the other way. So this video won't even be that long. You won't believe it. But anyway, guys, if this is your first time, man, a warm welcome to you. And yeah, just while we just having a break now, just hit that subscribe now. And also click the like, and also hit the bell for notifications. It really does help my little channel grow, you know. So thanks, guys. And also a big thank you to you guys out there that is supporting my channel, and also that supports me on Patreon and PayPal. You guys are awesome, man. I really appreciate you all. Okay, anyways, guys, let's jump in. So what I've been doing, I've got this map that I'm just helping a guy out how to put or to add multi-fruit for him, you know. So I thought I'll make this sort of a training session and bring you guys along for the ride, and let's put multi-fruit onto this guy's map for him, you know. Now I don't normally do this because I can't help everyone, and please don't ask me because I honestly don't have time, guys. I've got a full-time job, so the little bit of time, I mean, it's 11 o'clock at night at the moment here by me. I should have been in bed already. But I promised this guy I'll help him, and I'll try to stick to my word, you know, guys, because that's what makes a good person, is when you try and let your yes be yes and your no be no, you know, as the word says. So anyways, let me try and take you guys along for this, and let's do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to upload this version 2 of my multi-fruit pack, so you can just re-download it off the same link that's on that. But I'll also put the link into this video once again, so you'll have the video link for the multi-fruit pack, and also obviously the download link. Great. So excuse me if I slurp in the background. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Nice. Great. Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, so simple and easy. Grab your map. Now, first things first, if your map already has multi-fruit on it, you're going to have to do this differently, and you're going to have to take each little folder and dissect out of it the different fruits that you want to bring over. And you're going to have to go into the fill types and the fruit types and edit these, edit your fill types and fruit types. Then you can't use mine. You have to edit yours and put the fruits from my pack into your fill types and fruit types. The same with the growth. The bales, you're going to have to do the same with the bales. If the fruits that is in yours, if you already have a map bales, then you're going to have to do the same thing on your side. Is add the fruit types in there, you know, or the bale types, whatever. Okay, so now that is just one thing that I need to disclose, guys, is if your map has multi-fruit on it already. And then the other thing is the default map only have 32 channels, and that's why my pack only has 10 fruit. So it brings brings the map up to 32 channels, so you can't go more than 10 extra fruit. I haven't seen a way to make it more. The ones that I've tried didn't work, so at the moment 10 is the max that you can add as extra fruit. I haven't found a way to make more than that yet. But anyways, if I do, I will definitely share with you guys. Or if one of you know what to change in the i3D of the map, because there must surely be stuff there that needs to change, then obviously I just want to exit this thing because it's going to carry on driving me crazy. So let me just quit that now. Okay, so anyways, yeah, if one of you guys know, just please do share with us, you know, on my Discord or on comments or wherever. Just share. I suppose the best will be to email me. That will be best. Anyways, I'm talking too much nonsense now. Good stuff. All right, so what we're going to do is use the base directory of the map. I just want to quickly run through this. You see this map now has got maps, map FR, so it's a French map, copy of the French map. And then obviously in here you'll find that here's a lot of the stuff that we want is in here. Is it? Nope, I don't see it. It's not even in here. It doesn't have an XML. So this is a fairly straightforward basic map without any additions to it by the looks of it. Oh, he did change the animal food by the looks of it. Color grading and environment is changed. Okay, that's fairly okay. Alright, overview, store items, vehicles. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do, guys, is go to the base of the map. So in other words, your first directory, so that's your map folder. And then we're going to place everything in here. That's just how it works. So we're going to grab all of these, except for the info layer, the soil. That's for your precision farming, and obviously for that text file. So we're going to grab all these files and just drop it in the base of the map. Just like that, copy it over and wait for it to do. And there you go. All right, so that is all done. Now, items to add. Just want to open this up. Just want to see if this is going to work. I see, yeah. All right, yeah, this is still going to be relevant, definitely. All right, so what we're going to do then next is, now that we've got all these in here, let's start by editing our i3D file. That will be the first one. So we're going to copy this into the i3D. So that is going to be in there. We're going to find our mapfr i3D. There it is. So you're going to open this in your Notepad++, just like so. And while it's opening, another nice sip of coffee. And then grab this first bunch, the file IDs. Grab them all. Control-C to copy. In the i3D, make yourself right on top a few lines of space. Control-V to paste it. Just like that. And make it nice and make it look nice. Alright, so we've got alfalfa, carrot, hops, lavender, millet, onion, poppy, rice, spelt, and triticale. So that's 10 files there. And the reason why they've got such huge file IDs is to make sure that there's no other file ID with the same. And this ID, the file ID, has got nothing to do with the fruit, guys. There's a lot of guys that gets confused here. This file ID is for the i3D. It gives this fruit an ID in this map i3D. That's all it does. It's got nothing to do with the fruit. The only thing that's important is that this file ID for alfalfa.xml correspond with this file ID. In this text. So in the multifruit, we're going to add this file ID for rice. Alfalfa is there. 44. It's 45500. Okay, so that just needs to be the same. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go Control F, and then we're going to type in foliage, and then just multi, just like that, and hit enter, and it will take you to the foliage multi-layer. Now in here, in the foliage multi-layer, all your fruits are listed, and you see the file ID on top. Every fruit, this file ID must correspond to the XML ID here. So we're going to just add here at the bottom by grape. We're going to press home, and then we're going to go into our text file and just copy these guys like so, Control C, and drop them in here, Control V, like that. Okay, so that is all it is, guys, and you can now obviously come and just make these guys look nice by doing that on your own time, doesn't matter. Right, so if you click on the foliage multi-layer, just make sure it shows pink, and the first little red and the last one is red. If that's all like that, then there's no problems in the copying and pasting. And believe me, that's all you need to do in your map i3D. So we save. Okay guys, I forgot to say or to show you, this is the only place where you need to modify directories, is in your map i3D. So if you open your map i3D, or you still have it open, we need to check the directory for, let me just get to, I just want to close that, map FR. Okay, so from where your map i3D is that you are editing, you need to check, because we have now got the root directory for your map, and we've copied all our folders into the root directory. So we want to get from the map directory, which is under maps, map FR. So that's 2 directories up. So from there on, it's 2 directories up. Then you get to the map i3D. So that's all you need to do, is count from your base folder where your map is, where we've copied all the stuff in. So you count there, how many folders do you have to jump to get to your map i3D. So in this case, there's 1, there's 2, and then I see my map i3D. So that's 2 folders. So what you need to do then is just here under each of the fruits that we've added, the XMLs, you have to put a dot dot and a forward slash for one directory, another dot dot and a forward slash. So if you have only 1 directory up to your map i3D, you only put 1 dot dot slash. Alright, so what it does then is from the i3D it will count backwards. So this dot dot forward slash means go 1 directory back and then go another directory back. So that's 2 directories back in my case. So your case, you need to just count if it's 1 directory or 2 or 3 directories or 4 directories, wherever your map i3D is, you need to count the amount of directories you take to get to there from your root. So you open your map. If you see your mod disk, you know you're in the map root directory. Then you count. So that's 1, 2 in my case, and then I see my map i3D. So I know I must put 2 sets of dot dot forward slashes in front of each fruit, and that will be it, guys. Then you can save your i3D, and then we open it up. We want to now test it. Sorry, did I close the map now? Looks like I've closed it. Let me just open it in a new window. Northern Coast, here we go. Maps, map FR, and then map i3D. Okay, cool bananas. So now, believe it or not, we're done. That's all there was to it. We also, we're not totally done. We still need to do the XML. But now we can just verify in our console, just to check that there's no errors. So open your console up, and then can't load resource. That's not my problem. We should see our fruits. There they are. Rice, bell, triticale, up to alfalfa. Great stuff. No errors on that. So we save the map there. And then what's going to happen, it's going to reshuffle all your file IDs for you automatically and rearrange the whole thing for you. So if you go in here, it's going to ask you to reload. You say yes, and have a look at what happens here. Whoop, it's all sorted for you. Directories are spinned around and rearranged and all done. Alright, so we finished with the i3D. So our next job to do is to quickly do the info layer. I'm going to grab this soil map, find your data folder. Your data folder is the folder where all this weight files is, and your info layers and all that is where we want to drop this one in. So just copy it in there. Alright, and that's all you need to do there. Right guys, the next bit of work we need to do is obviously finish up the map XML, which is basically the most important thing that you need to do in the back, is to correctly configure the map XML. So go into your map, find your map XML. Normally it's accompanied somewhere by the same directory as the map i3D. So just find the map XML, and the map XML starts with the map width and height. So if you find that it normally looks like that, and it's got the file name for your map i3D, that's how it looks when it starts. So just find that in your map directory, and yeah, very important. You need to just configure these one at a time. And what I've done in the notepad, you'll see it says here, add and overwrite these to your map.xml. Remember to check that you do not add duplicates. It's very important, guys. And I forgot to put a little end bracket there. So if you overwrite, it's good. But if you just add, do not add duplicates, because if you have duplicates of any of these lines, you're going to have problems in the game. Errors is going to happen, and it's going to do weird things. All right, so just don't add duplicates. All right, so the first thing to do, let's grab the first one. This one is additional files section. It's in there. Additional files section. It's additional files. I think this is one word. Yeah, it is, and it must be like that. So I'm just correcting as I go along. This one is an additional files section. Do not place in the root of the XML. All right, so copy this line or this piece here. I'll copy the line rather to the start, like so. Control C, and then come to your XML and find it. It says additional file, additional files. It's in the additional files section. So find the additional files section. Did I miss it? Here it is, additional files. And there you can see it. It's the effects. It's in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to click, highlight the line, and just press Control and V, and it should all be well. I press Enter again just to end the additional files, or just put that little thingamabob at where it should be, and then it's all well. So that's what I mean. It needs to go into this section. You put it in here, and if you put it in the root of the XML, it's not going to work. It needs to be in the additional files. All right, so just take caution of that one there, and then simply do the rest one by one. So we're going to grab them one by one. Motion path effects. So we're going to find that motion path effects. Here it is. So we're going to highlight the line once again. Just want to make sure I just highlight the line, because I don't want to have my cursor down there. So I'm going to press Control and V, and it's going to overwrite it to the right one. Good. And then I can just maybe make it look nice again. Good. So the next one is growth. So we find the line for growth. Good stuff, like that. Copy that, Control C. Look for growth. An easy way to find it, guys, it sometimes takes a bit of time to find these things. You just press Control F and put in growth in there, like so, and it will quickly find it for you. Highlight the line, Control and V, just overwrite it, just like so. And if you do it one by one, you know you're going to not miss something and have something messed up, you know. Control C. Into here is the next one, is fill types. There it is. I can see it somewhere without having to search for it, and its little companion fruit types is just underneath it. So we're going to do them both there, just like that. Copy C. Okay, and fruit types. I copy and paste, guys, because if you make one single spelling mistake, it's gonna not work. So it's best to just copy and paste. Don't try and type it out. It's gonna definitely cause you headaches for sure. Next one, density map height types. Density map height types. Density map height types. Oh, here we go. It's an edited out one, so it's not part of the map at the moment, or so we're going to just select it and overwrite it as normal, and we're going to make it working now. All right, so there you go. Files, be careful with those that are edited out, because you can easily because you'll see that there's fill types in here as well, you see, and fruit types. So you can actually delete these two lines out of your map now, because we have added them already. You know, you don't want to make a mistake there. All right, so we're at Bales. I can see Bales is right here. So we're going to overwrite that, Control and V, just like that. Just delete one or two there to make it look nice. Right, and then it says here, the following you can select all and paste at the bottom of your XML as shown in the video. Now this piece here, obviously only if you want precision farming on your map, then you're going to have to put this for the multifruit. If you want to give your map out to friends or whatever, I would suggest putting it in, because it's no harm if it's not in there, if it's in there and they don't use it. But it only works when precision farming is installed, you know. So Control and C, copy this whole section, and remember to go right to the end of the ending of precision farming. All right, so from the top one there right to the end, we Control and C back into the XML, and we go down to the bottom. This is your last section, is ground type mappings. So just grab a new line here. Don't go underneath this, it must be on top of the map. So just in there, Control and V to paste it. And you'll see there, the map is still there right at the bottom. That needs to stay at the bottom. And then that is the whole XML done, guys. We've done all on that. And what you can do, just to make sure that you don't have duplicates, I'm going to show you how to check for duplicates. Is you take a section of it, like start at this one, the effects XML. All right, so we're going to take effects.xml, find it. Find the effects.xml. It was somewhere down here. Here we go, effects.xml. So I'm going to highlight the effects.xml, and it will immediately show you all the other effects in your XML with green. So you can just scroll through it quickly, just like that, and see that there's no other effects.xml. There is another effects, but it's for the motion path, which is the next one. So we can double click on that one and do the same. Just scroll through. If you see any green there, just check it out that you don't have duplicates. And the next one is growth, maps growth. So we're going to find the growth, maps growth, maps growth. I think it was down here again. A bit more up. This growth keeps on avoiding me, you know. It's crazy. There you go. All right, so I'm just double click growth and scroll through the whole XML just to make sure there's no other growth. So that way you can just check, guys, to see that you only have one line for growth, because if there's two, it's going to cause problems. So I know I keep on hammering that, but it's very important. One last thing, guys, that I almost forgot to mention is when you copy the precision farming section in from the text file that I've included, you'll see that I say here on top, the following you can select and paste all at the bottom of the XML as shown in the video. But very important, guys, is check the directory pointing to the info layer soilmap.grle. Remember that file that we copied into the data folder, the soil map? Check your data folder directory. Okay, so important, here it is. This is the line that you've copied in already to your XML, but make sure that this directory is pointing to your data folder. In my case, I'm going to show you in my case here on this map, it is not the right directory. So this map is from the base map, you have to go to maps and then map FR, and then you will find your data folder. So I need to select here on top and then copy everything after the map folder. So from here on, I'm going to copy everything in there, Control and C, and this come in here before the info layer and just overwrite this section here, like Control and V, and then just change all the slashes. It has to be forward slashes, guys, don't leave them backslashes. All right, so it will be maps, map FR, data, and then the info layer. All right, so there it is. It's maps, map FR, data, and then I look for the soil map, info layer soil map.grle from indoor. Okay, I think info layer typical. There it is, info layer soil map.grle. All right, so there is the file. So I know now my directory is correct. I've copied and pasted it, so I couldn't make a mistake, and that is now perfect. All right, so I'm going to just leave this directory like this in the copy one that you can copy over, but just make a note that you don't miss this. directory, because otherwise your precision farming will not work. Just want to quickly verify if there is info layer soil map. If there is a soil map other than precision farming, there might be one in the XML, so that's why I just want to verify that little line as well. Control F, find this for us if there is one more. There is only the one, so there you go. So in my map, I'm gonna have to just paste that. Oh, sorry, not that directory. We want that directory in here. I'm gonna have to redo it. I've done it in the text file now instead of doing it in here. Control and V. So this is the right way to do it. So you fix your directory so that it points to your data folder there, and then it can find the precision farming info layer there. Alright, so that is the last bit of info there on the map XML. And that, my friends, believe it or not, is all there is to add the multifruit to your map. So a few keys to remember. If you already have multifruit on your map, don't try and load the pack. You're going to have to go fruit by fruit and dissect my pack, add the fruits in there. That is a huge job, guys, and if you haven't done it before, it can be very confusing, because the effects folder is mainly the one where everyone struggles, and that's what the reason why I've done this is because in the effects folder there is so many items and things there that needs modifying and changing, especially if you look at stuff like the mower and the cutter and the chopper and all that. There's things in here, even in the i3D, that you have to go and modify directories. Like for instance, if you open this one here, these directories have to be modified, you know, to suit your map. So that is where everyone is struggling, you know, and I've just thought to make it so much easier just to work out of the root directory. Then there's no directories that needs to be changed in there. And now we can just simply go into the map. Let's quickly jump into this map and just make sure that it's working. That's all we want to do now. Just quickly have a browse and check that it's working. And it's simple to do that. We already know it's in the i3D, it's working fine. So the only thing left is to make sure that it's actually working in game. I know this pack is working because I've installed it on the Western Australia 4x map. I haven't uploaded the 4x map yet, updated it with this pack. So I think, yeah, it was updated with the previous one, but the problem with the previous one was the lavender and the alfalfa had a bit of a large image files, and it caused some lagging, you know, when you've got a huge field planted with alfalfa. So at the end of the day, it just was so much easier just to fix up that too and add it into that pack of mine again. Anyway, so here we are. So fruit types 2, there they are: rye, spelt, triticale, millet, lavender, poppy, whatever. And you will already see, you should already see, I can't now really see if there is anything planted by the looks of it. There is like a yellowish thing there, or a pinkish whatever. I don't really see that any of the farmers, mind you, I don't even know. There is some farmers on this, yes. The NPCs is working by the looks of it. But anyways, guys, so that definitely is looking good. Let's have a look on farmlands. What farmlands have we have? 26 and 25. Alright, so if we do this and we go here, jump to map selection 26, let's jump to that, and then we go into our fruits, field 26, set fruit for field 26, make it one of our multifruits, poppy, and let's go it ready to harvest, growing 3, set it, and there you are, poppies. Very nice, beautiful. Okay, yeah, we are very close to the poppies, but they look nice. I love them when they're on this last stage where they become so red. It's beautiful. Anyways, oh yeah, and there you can also now see poppy is planted. So our multi-fruit's definitely working. We're all happy, and I hope it helps you guys a lot. I'm sure it will sort out a lot of the issues. If you just follow this step by step, you won't have a problem. And yeah, go for it, guys. Let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and do also share. Really appreciate that, guys. You are awesome, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.